Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Brian Himmelfarb, aka the Himmelgod, back again. Impromptu Q&A. Very happy to go ahead and do this for a Saturday afternoon, which I'm awake. Wasn't planning on really being awake right now, especially a little noisy in the hotel this weekend. What's up, Serial Assassin? Alpha, what's going on? Uh, it's been a little hectic. People are pretty loud usually during the weekends here at the hotel, and yeah, I'm up. I didn't want to call anybody on this. I don't want to come out as a chatty Cathy and sit there and make a phone call and say, "Hey, people are being noisy on the floor." I don't want to do that. There might be people of color, so I don't want to be one of those people. So yeah, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I love black people. Don't worry. Somehow I'm probably gonna get about 6 dislikes right about now. But what's up? I saw Two Marks Crew in there. Um, wasn't able to be on the show yesterday. I'm still working. We're finishing up probably this week for at least the first outage. I got 2 outages this fall. This is the first one. I work 7 days a week, guys. So it's been rough. I'm tired. And what's up, Travis? And it's been a mess. So a lot of stuff going on, especially in the past few days. I've been working pretty nonstop. And early on, I didn't have much to do at all. Now it's been pretty crazy. Now it's starting to slow down, I think, by tonight. Things are going to slow down a lot. And I would say by some point next week, I'm going to be finished with the first one. So that's going to open up my schedule a little bit to do some live streams and possibly be on some shows. Dwayne, who tried to pull a fast one. What's up, Sarah? And yeah, you tried to pull a fast one, try to end the name game. I don't think so. Tried to give Gina a win by default. Not gonna happen. Himmelgod comes to win. And yeah, he looked for the easy way out. Not gonna happen. I probably will be there next Friday. So yeah, it was Gina's idea. That's not what Gina told me. Gina said it was your idea. But anyway, I will be there probably more than likely next Friday. So I would probably say, I'd say maybe a 60-70% chance I should be there. Unless something comes up with work or something in my schedule that I can't. But more than likely, yes, I will be there. I was at the point to say that on Sunday, during Hell in a Cell, I would have continued the name game in the chat. If you guys were going to go live, I would put it in the chat. And if Gina doesn't show up, I would say, hey, I win by default. I would have took it. I'll play the game. I'm in on this. But I'm just fucking with everybody. So I'm in one of those moods now. Because and when you get to the late point of the outage, I kind of get a little crabby. So you might see some of that today. If not, I might be pretty happy. So, but I haven't had a time to do a lot of things, and it's been a little bit of a mess. I still want to play Spider-Man. Haven't been able to play yet. But hopefully in the next week we can do that. I got to finish South Park. We still got Bayonetta yet to play, to finish playing. So there's a lot of games I really want to get into. And usually around October, I like to play a lot of the scary stuff and stuff that I would think of Halloween or you know, some darker games and go with that, though. So WWE 2K 2018, huh? Boy, you might have a troll in here, so who knows? Keep an eye on that. I know Alpha's in here today, so keep an eye on the trolls. We got some drama to clear here today, so we'll get rid of that. Alpha says he got rid of Fortnite. Might get into some of the games I was into before. Fortnite, I'll be honest with you, I've stopped playing Fortnite. I stopped playing Fortnite, I would probably say about at least a month ago. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't miss it. It's a game I don't miss right now. I just got bored of Fortnite. And I just don't find the excitement in it. Maybe because Battle Royale just doesn't 100% do it for me anymore. I would still play, but I would probably say in squads. It's hard for me to play solo or shit like that. Yeah, don't get into it, Travis. You're not missing anything. So, uh, is listening to my favorite rock. Oh, Sarah. Well, I kind of moved on from Alexa. My new future ex-wife is Scarlett Bordeaux. If you've seen the Smoke Show over in Impact Wrestling, she's my new future ex-wife. So I just thought I'd go ahead and let you know. Alpha says he feels Fortnite is overrated because all I hear about right now, yeah, it is because there's so many different battle royale games. Actually, I've been playing the Call of Duty battle royale mode they have called Blackout. I have the beta on both Xbox and PlayStation. I have the beta. And I gave out some codes in the past week. If you guys missed it, you missed out on a chance to get some codes. I gave out some free ones. I know Elias got one. He was lucky enough to get it. And a few randoms who I've never met before. And they were able to get it. Sarah says her hubby is Seth Rollins, but I'm getting more into Drew McIntyre. Well, Drew McIntyre's been there for a while, man. And even though if you go from before when he was like the man. Happy belated birthday, AJ Hoover. Make sure you guys give some birthday love to AJ Hoover today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really into Black Ops 4. I'm into the blackout mode. I do like it. Still kind of working the whole how progression's really gonna work. I do want to unlock some characters. I haven't gotten any kills yet. Everyone's been all over me everywhere I land, but most of the time in this beta, I really wanted to check out the map. And I went to Asylum on the map, which is Verrucht, and that's a zombie map. And I didn't run into any zombies yet, but I was hoping to run into some, and I ran into another player because I wasn't able to get that many guns in there. I guess the place was kind of raped a little bit, and I got killed there, but I'm checking out more of the map because I want to find locations. I found a helicopter, so I got to fly a helicopter, and I'm kind of just getting used to the map. And I feel like that's a little bit better right now with the beta than worrying about, hey, I got to go kill somebody. I'd rather see the map. I'm going to go to Nuketown at some point during the beta, so probably tomorrow while the NFL games are going on, which I'll have on my Sirius XM. I'm going to go ahead and check out the map and go to Nuketown and some of these other places. So what's up, Awandi? Holy shit, man. So you guys come and hang out. Thank you guys for showing some love. Throwing that like button, I greatly appreciate it. Those of you guys who've been following me on Twitter, responding on my Twitter, thank you. I've been being as active as possible over on Twitter. I've been as active as possible on some of the shows. Foul Mounts, obviously, and Joe Cronin. I was there for Billy Ricky. Speaking of Billy Ricky, don't forget about the warm-up show tonight. I might be in there tonight, so I might make an appearance. No guarantees there, but I might show up, and I might be there for Insomniac as well tonight. So don't expect any big donations tonight, though. It was fun doing it for the past week. I did a couple on Joe's show last night. I did one on Ken's show on Wednesday, coming in at the end to help boot Tommy for you all because you all wanted to boot Tommy so bad. And I did that for you. So I see some people talking about Hell in a Cell. We're going to get into that today and kind of give you my predictions of what I think is going to happen. I went a little off the wall on it. If you guys watched Two Mark's Crew yesterday, I did kind of give some predictions. I emailed them over to Dwayne, and he read them out. What's up, Will 10? Good to see you in here today. Appreciate it. As I say, see the like button going off. You guys have been doing very well with that. Thank you for showing all the love. As I said, I wonder if Tommy got swept away by hurricane water, says Steve. Oh my God, Steve. I don't think so, because by the time it hits Black Mountain, it's supposed to be a tropical depression. So I don't think Tommy's going to be getting much. Dude, I feel for everybody who had to relocate after the flooding waters of Hurricane Florence that hit North Carolina over in Wilmington, which is also one of the home bases of my office for where I work. But I don't own that office, but you know, it's where it's part of where I work. So I know they probably had to get out of there and flood waters and all that bullshit. So Speaking of that, if you guys saw on my Twitter, I put up a video that I did a retweet of a video, and you get these guys from the Weather Channel, and they make things so overly fucking dramatic of the hurricane and make it like they're getting whipped by these hurricane winds. And they had one where this guy made it look like he was getting whipped by the hurricane winds. I mean, he faked it so good. It was so good that you saw two people walk down the street, like casually walk down the street, probably not even 10 feet away from him. And here's this guy just like, let's see if I could do this, where he's like, during the hurricane, he's like, oh my God, the wind's going to carry me over. And you just see two people just like, hey, how's it going? You know, casually just fucking walk along. And I thought that was funny as hell to see that. So I got a good laugh out of it. And someone else brought one up in the chat for it. They had a woman that was in a canoe. And she's in this canoe, making it look like there's a big flood or something like that. And then you see two people walk in front of her with water that looks like it's about ankle deep. I mean, over dramatic shit for a hurricane. Yes, the hurricane was bad, but it was like, what the fuck? So it was kind of bullshit, and I laughed at it. I got a good laugh. I got it over through my system, and I was like, fuck that shit. But it was funny. What's up, TSS? Holy shit. What's with people tucking in their shirts? First you, Drew. I tuck it in. That's part of the job. I don't want my shirts all hanging out. Especially when I'm at work, you got to be professional. So you got to tuck in your shirts. It's kind of a professional thing when we work in the nuke plant. Professional for me as an inspector. So I always have my shirts tucked in. Other than that, I always wear my shirts out. So that's how I see it. WWE is doing a stream constructing the Cell. Why? Honestly, why? I'll be honest with you. Hell in a Cell as a pay-per-view is stupid. It really is. Only 2 matches are in the Cell. And they do this, once a year to have a Hell in a Cell match? Why can't they just have Hell in a Cell whenever? Why do we need to have a specific pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell when you're in there twice? You know, I remember TNA when they would do their they had one pay-per-view that took place in steel cage, and every match was a steel cage match. Why can't that be the same way for Hell in a Cell? It's kind of burned out, but I mean, it's just too much. Yeah, I understand that when people aren't working, oh no, fuck that, dude. When I'm not working, my shirts are out. I wear my shirts out when I'm not working. But yeah, my shirt's in now. I'm wearing scrubs, ready to go for tonight. So, it's crazy. We wanted Becky Lynch versus Charlotte in Hell in a Cell. Yes! Thank you. WWE 2018. I appreciate that. I agree. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte should have been in Hell in a Cell. I agree with you. Absolutely 100% agree. We're going to get into Hell in a Cell here in a minute. So if you guys have some predictions of what you think is going to happen in Hell in a Cell, put it in the chat. Let me know what you guys think of what you're thinking of Hell in a Cell. Maybe like an overall. If you have a certain match you're into, throw that in the chat. I hope Becky does win. Yeah, shit. I want Becky to win too, to be honest with you. I really do. But I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to happen. But I think they're going to save it for Evolution, to be honest with you. They're going to save it for their all-women's pay-per-view, Evolution. Tired of hearing about it. I might be there, though, for it. I did say something to Ken. If you guys were on the shows, I did say something to Ken about possibly being in New York during Evolution. My outage is going to end. My second outage is going to end towards the end of October. So if that's the case, I got some time before Evolution. So there's a chance I might actually be up in New York to go catch the pay-per-view, which hasn't sold out, by the way. They still have a lot of tickets for it. So things not looking good for the live version of the show compared to people who probably watched it on the network. So that's not good. For WWE, but what do they care? $9.99 a month, right? It's not like they really give a shit. Alpha says, speaking of October, my birthday is coming up in a few weeks, and thank you for letting us know that, Alpha. Let us know when your birthday is, so we can give some happy birthdays. to Alpha. But yeah, my job's wrapping up next week. At some point, I would say no later than Thursday. So I'm planning on going home to Florida for a little bit. Halloween Horror Nights is going on over at Universal Studios, so I want to go there. I have a free ticket with my annual pass to Universal, which I actually have with me. I have my annual pass with me in my suitcase, so that because I was going to make the trip anyway, and I was probably going to say I'd go down there for a day, go be a part of Halloween Horror Nights, and then come back. But it looks like I'm going to be home for a little while. My nephew's birthday's coming up, and I think I want to be there for that. That's on the 23rd. And even though his birthday is on the 18th, but he's having a birthday party on the 23rd. And I like to make a little surprise, maybe be there. And then after that, attend Halloween Horror Nights, which I got some stuff from Universal for Halloween Horror Nights at my house. So when I'm going to be home, I'm going to be doing another thing here on YouTube of opening the Himmelgod's goodies. And one of them is from Universal, where I got some stuff from Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm going to share that stuff with you guys. It's mainly pins and a lanyard. I don't really need t-shirts or something like that, but I wanted to get the pin, which is really cool. It's a light-up pin from Stranger Things, and I wanted to show that. So I have that, and I think there's another Stranger Things pin set featuring 11 and the Demogorgon. So it's pretty cool. Bet Bruno will be glad when you get back home. Yeah, Bruno's going to go crazy when I'm back home. He always does. He's so excited. I heard him crying yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before on the phone? I was talking to my mom and getting some stuff squared away, what I deal with at home, and I did hear him crying. So I could tell he knew I was on the phone. So I love my dog. I do. He's so awesome, and he could tell when I'm talking or something like that. So yeah, he heard my voice, Ronnie Lee. It was really awesome. So looking forward to it. But yeah, Halloween Horror Nights this year, I will be going. It looks like that's going to happen. And I might do some videos in Universal Studios. Now, I can't do them in the haunted mazes themselves, but in the scare zones, there's multiple scare zones. I think there's one for Chucky. There's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. There's the traditional Halloween section, which is awesome. It's probably one of my favorite scare zones to go to. They have the guys with the chainsaw things, but there's like so much cool shit. Like when I was at Universal previously, it was like maybe a couple weeks before I came up here for work, they had some of the Halloween scare zones were starting to get set up, especially the traditional Halloween scare zone where they got the jack-o'-lanterns freaking everywhere, like decaying jack-o'-lanterns and all sorts of stuff. There's an annual pass holder pin with the decaying jack-o'-lantern. I'm trying to see if I'm going to get that. Hopefully it's there when I go there in the shop, because usually a lot of stuff, especially for annual pass holders, sells out fast. So hopefully I'll be able to get it. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, Halloween Horror Nights is in the cards. There's a haunted maze for Stranger Things, which I'm really psyched about. They did show a sneak peek for it, and it looks awesome. So I really wanted to check out Stranger Things. Also, there's one for Halloween. It's called Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. They have that. Shit. I'm trying to think of all the haunted houses, because there's some really good ones this year that I'm really psyched by. And now, of course, some haunted houses are great. I think one of my favorite ones I've been in through all these years is an American Werewolf in London, which they did twice. They brought it back for 1 year. 2013, I went to see, they did American Werewolf in London, and it was awesome as fuck. And I think 2 years later when I went back, because I wasn't able to go in 2014, I went in 2015, they brought it back again. And I was like, oh my God, I was so happy they did that. And another haunted maze I liked was Cabin in the Woods. And at the time, I never saw the Cabin in the Woods movie. So I went to this haunted maze for Cabin in the Woods at Universal Studios, and it was fucking fantastic. Merman and all. And I was so psyched by it that I think by the next day I got the movie. And I finally watched it, and it's one of my favorite movies. is The Cabin in the Woods. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. It plays on the horror trope a little bit, and I see TJ Banks talking about the Packers. We'll get into that. We'll talk Packers a little bit, but it was one of my it's one of my favorite horror movies because it plays on the horror trope a little bit. It has a bit of comedy in it. It's pretty freaking funny, especially when you have one of the characters that was, I forget his name, but he was in Billy Madison, and he's fucking hilarious in this movie with some of the shit he does. And of course, you got Chris Hemsworth. You know, Thor himself is sitting in there. One of the chicks in there, I think, used to be on Power Rangers or something, and she's the slut in the movie. Go figure. But and then, of course, you have the stoner guy throughout the whole movie, like, oh, what the hell is going on? You know, all this shit. It's hilarious. If you've never seen Cabin in the Woods, go watch it. It's just a fucking awesome movie. But they did a Haunted Maze for it. It was cool. And, of course, they had some downers one year. I think they did one with Resident Evil, where they played off of Resident Evil 2 for Universal. They did it as a Haunted Maze, and it came off kind of lame. It wasn't as good as I was hoping for. And especially at the end, they had the Nemesis there at the end. But unfortunately, standing next to the Nemesis is a Universal Orlando staff member. And it's like, you're killing the fucking illusion of Resident Evil when the Nemesis with the fucking rocket launcher is sitting right there in front of you, and there's a Universal staff member letting you know where to exit from. It's like, dude, what the fuck? It kind of ruined the whole thing. But, I mean, the rest of the Haunted Maze wasn't as great. It had a couple of good set pieces, and you did get to see Leon in there and Claire. They were in the maze, so I thought that was pretty cool. They had a Freddy versus Jason. Wasn't very good. They had one that year for the character that I guess they called Jack, which was awesome. That was a great haunted house. Evil Dead had a cool one. So there's some pretty neat haunted mazes, and I'm looking forward to checking them out this year. I'll have a little bit more maybe if I do get laid off during the week. Kind of let you guys know what's at Halloween Horror Nights, or you can check it out online. But Stranger Things is the one I'm really going to head to, especially first, because I want to go check out Stranger Things. I'm such a fan of it. If you have not watched Stranger Things on Netflix, what the fuck, man? Go make sure you guys go watch it. So it's really awesome. They're getting ready for season 3, which is set to go next year. So we've been waiting almost a year to find out what happens. So it sounds like we are getting a bit of a time jump. Not too much of one, but I would say maybe like a small bit of a time jump, because it takes place during the summer, and it's a shorter season, by the way. I think only like 8 episodes, but it takes place in a mall, so it's pretty cool. They're going to have a mall and everything, and it's actually going to be pretty fucking funny. I'm going to my predictions for Hell in a Cell. Let's see if I got them in here, so that we could go ahead and talk Hell in a Cell a little bit, because we all like WWE, right? You know, Hell in a Cell. We're so excited. Sort of. To be honest with you, I'm not really overly psyched, but I'm interested in a couple of matches, I guess, for the weekend, so we'll talk about it. So, Hell in a Cell tomorrow, I will be watching. I'll be at work watching. I might stop by Two Marks Crew a little bit, so if they try to pull the Gina wins the name game by default thing, I might start the name game in the chat and say, I'm going to win by default now if Gina doesn't answer. So, there you go. Hell in a Cell will be hell to watch, is my prediction, says Ronnie Lee. Yeah, it's going to be bad. As I said, Hell in a Cell shouldn't be a pay-per-view. It really shouldn't. Hell in a Cell should be a special match every once in a while that the WWE can do. Get rid of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, especially because you're doing 2 matches in one night, and the rest of it's just regular shit. So, I'm kind of really disappointed. And I want to say this. I mean, can the WWE be so stupid as to put give all the belts to the Shield? They can't be that dumb, can they? Yes, they can. I mean, honestly, I think they're going to end up doing it. They'll have every major title except the women's title. But wait a minute. This is the WWE, and men have won women's events before. I mean, let's go back to Santino Marella, who won a women's battle royal at WrestleMania. You guys remember the women's battle royal at WrestleMania? Won by a dude? I mean, come on. Himmelgod versus Kara for the belt. Book it. Says D-Moon. What's up, D-Moon? Holy shit, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. Shout out to D-Moon. Holy shit. I have no interest taking the belt right now. Come on. But we remember Santino Marella dressed in drag when he was calling himself Santina, and he won the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. He got a tiara and fucking everything. Yeah. Oh man, what a women's event. And let's not forget about James Ellsworth, who took the Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank briefcase, right? Can't forget that one. So somehow maybe Roman Reigns can dress up in drag and go beat Ronda Rousey and take the women's championship, and now the Shield will have all the Raw belts. Then they can go to SmackDown and then go ahead and combine them all and then have every title in the fucking company. Why not, Vince? I think it sounds like what you want to fucking do. Right? We're waiting for a good bathroom joke for coming. Oh wait, we had one not too long ago with Kevin Owens. But maybe we'll have some more toilet humor from WWE, especially this pay-per-view this weekend. But let me give a quick rundown what I think is going to happen at Hell in a Cell. Post your predictions in the chat. What you guys think is going to happen as well. I'm reading them as I go. If you guys got any questions, be sure to ask them. I will go ahead and answer them. Like TJ Banks wants to hear about what he thinks I think of the Packers this season. We're going to talk about it. We'll get into it, especially that first game against the Bears. We'll talk about that. Starting out, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag match. Hey, mixed tag challenge is coming up, isn't it? So let's have a mixed tag match. I feel like they had this one because if you had the Miz and Daniel Bryan again, it probably wouldn't be any fun for me. I'd be like, yeah, I love the whole rivalry of the Miz and Daniel Bryan, but it's like, if we keep doing this, how are you going to be able to carry it to WrestleMania? So now we're going to have a mixed tag match, and they can do this and not have Daniel Bryan or the Miz in the decision. I feel like this is going to come down to the women. This is going to come down to Brie Bella and Maurice, that one of them is going to pick up the win. Why? WWE Evolution next month on the WWE Network, right? It only makes sense. If Daniel Bryan, and besides, if Daniel Bryan or Maurice got involved, Daniel Bryan or The Miz were the ones picking up the win, I think it kind of hurts it a little bit. And so I think they could have it come down to the women, and I think that's the best way to go. Puppy Plays Fortnite says, hi. Hey, what's up? Puppy Plays Fortnite. What's going on? But I think Brie Bella is going to get the win here for Daniel Bryan and Brie. Brie's going to put the yes lock on Maurice. But please, for the love of God, Brie Bella, no more suicide dives. 2 weeks ago on Raw, that looked horrible. Seeing those suicide dives from Brie Bella from the center rope, they just look so bad. So please, don't do it. I'm really getting sick of the suicide dive anyway because it's so common. And practically every match we see freaking suicide dives. No more. Please. WWE, no more fucking suicide dives. I'm getting sick of seeing them. But Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella will win this match. Brie is going to be the one that would be in the decision. I think she will put the yes lock on Maurice. Maurice will tap out with a submission victory. Botchella mode. And God forbid, and please, WWE, please do not play the Brie mode song because I'm so sick of it. Botch mode! That's the way it should be. Honestly, I saw something here in the chat. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Alpha says, plus that need to decide the head of Zelina Vega on SmackDown that 1 week. That looked hard as hell. Yeah, I agree with you, Alpha. That was pretty fucking terrible. Holy shit. So Daniel Bryan, Brie Bella, they're going to win the mixed tag match. Moving on. Let's talk WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. This is a match I'd love to have seen in Hell in a Cell. I would have loved to have seen this as a Hell in a Cell match because it seems to really fit for a Hell in a Cell match the way things have been going for AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. But instead, we're just going to get a regular match. I still think it could be match of the night, although it could be a bit watered down because we all know rule number 1 in WWE, thou shalt not be more over than Roman Reigns. All right, so no more suicide. There you go. Hashtag no more suicide. Thank you, Puppy Plays Fortnite. This should be a very interesting match because this can go either way. You know, AJ has been champion for a long time. Last night on Two Marks Crew, I did pick AJ Styles to win this match. However, there's a part of me that wants Samoa Joe to get the belt. I want Samoa Joe to win. I want him to be champion. I think he's good at chasing the belt compared to having the belt. In terms of WWE, I think in Impact Impact Wrestling was better. But it's hard for me to say, oh my God, we got to take the belt off AJ. At some point, AJ has to lose. He's had the belt for over a year. And at some point, he has to lose. And I feel like if he's going to lose to anybody, the first person I would think of is sadly Randy Orton, because when you go back to that Randy Orton promo where he's talking about how he's going to destroy all the people you love, it was kind of a shot at two people, one Jeff Hardy and the other AJ Styles. And I feel like that they really want to push it to Randy Orton taking the belt. But maybe they could be setting up maybe where The Miz eventually gets the title and Daniel Bryan takes it from him at WrestleMania. So this would kind of fit maybe where Samoa Joe can beat AJ Styles. And I'm going to stick with the AJ Styles pick for right now because I feel like maybe they want to save it for Australia and maybe do it there where Samoa Joe could win. But let's face it, the Australia show is more of a glorified house show anyway, and a lot of times titles won't change hands. I'm very torn on this one because I could go either way. I'm excited for this match. This is something that the fans want, but I am going to pick AJ Styles for right now. However, I can see Samoa Joe taking the belt here at Hell in a Cell. It sucks on a B-level pay-per-view to make Samoa Joe champ, but I don't know. They got to set something up for Australia. So WWE picked the wrong Samoan named Joe, says Travis TLC. You might be right. Fucking Roman Reigns. Ugh. Yeah, just to be safe, I'm going to go with Styles as Alpha. Yeah, I'm going with the safe pick to pick AJ Styles here. But as I said, if Samoa Joe wins, fucking awesome. I'm down with that. But there's a part of me, I think that it's probably going to go to AJ. The New Day versus Rusev and Aiden English for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I cannot see the New Day losing here. I mean, I know for us as fans, we're all psyched to go Rusev Day. Rusev Day, we're so awesome for Rusev Day. But again, at one point, Rusev Day was more over than Roman Reigns. Remember, rule number 1 in WWE, thou shalt not be more over than Roman Reigns, or you shall be punished by WWE. So I feel like Bobby loves Fortnite. Bobby plays Fortnite. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub. More content coming soon. Obviously, I haven't put as much because I'm working, but we're going to have a lot of more content coming up. So make sure you check it out. Thank you. Puppy plays Fortnite for the sub. But yeah, Rusev and Aiden English. I'm always down for Rusev Day. I love the whole Rusev Day thing. What's up, Billy Ricky? Billy Ricky's in the house. Show some love to Billy Ricky. Insomniac warm-up show tonight, 7 o'clock. Hopefully I can be there. A lot going on with work, but we'll see if I can get in there for tonight. If not, I'll be watching it later. So either way, I'm still going to win. Speaking of Billy Ricky, before I get back into the Hell in a Cell predictions here, a package has arrived at my house from Billy Ricky. So expect that to get opened when I get home. Looking forward to seeing what Billy Ricky sent. Obviously, I think one thing is the t-shirt. We're finally going to have the t-shirt. And I think there's some gaming grips or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's in there. It's like deciding if you like pancakes or French toast or waffles. It says Riley48. Yeah, I like pancakes and waffles and French toast. I'll get into that a little bit too. But yeah, looking forward to what Billy Ricky sent me. And hopefully by next week I'll get to open that when I get home. So I don't know what day I'm getting home exactly, because I got quite a few things that's going to be there, including my new iPhone. I did get the iPhone XS Max, 512 gigabyte phone. That's like $1,500. I did get it, so I have it. So it's going to be at my house on Friday, so I'm excited about that. If I'm home by then, hopefully I should be. But if I do, then I'll do an opening to Himmelgod's goodies once that phone arrives, and you guys will get to see the phone. I'll do a special unboxing for the phone too. So I have the ass phone, says Billy Ricky. Shout out to Billy Ricky. Make sure you guys check out Insomniac Warm-Up Show on Billy Ricky's channel tonight, 7 p.m. right before Insomniac on the Foul Mounts Network. But New Day, Rusev, I've been hearing a lot that the WWE wants the New Day to have the record over the Dudleys for tag team title reigns. Right now, the New Day is at 5. They got 5. 5-time. Champion, tag team champions. And I feel like that they want to go ahead and get the New Day over the Dudleys now to set that record. So many ways that WWE wants to set records. Roman Reigns' records are coming. But New Day here, I'm picking the New Day as a safe pick to win. I just don't feel like the WWE wants to give anything to Rusev Day at all. Somehow I also feel like Rusev is on the way out with WWE. So why give them the tag belts? You think that's just going to keep them around? No, it's not. Somehow I feel like we're going to get that feud between Rusev and Aiden English. I feel like it's coming. I think the New Day are going to win this. I don't see Rusev and Aiden English getting the tag belts, at least not right now. The New Day just won them. And I'm going to go with the safe pick here and stay New Day. Now, I don't mind if Rusev and Aiden English win the belts. It would be nice for once to give something to the fans who chant Rusev Day. But, again, thou shalt not be more over than Roman Reigns. It's just how it is. No, it's not. Yeah, what is it? 512 gigabytes is the phone for me, Travis. It's going to be 512 gigabytes for the 10S Max. So I'm really awesome with that. Dale Earnhardt will win Hell in a Cell. Says Billy Ricky. Holy shit, man. But yeah, I'm going to pick the New Day to retain here. I just can't see it. Rusev and Aiden English getting the SmackDown belts. I'd like to see it happen, but honestly, I just don't see it happening. Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss for the WWE Raw Women's title. This match won't be a squash. Let me just put it out there. On SummerSlam, it was a squash. Here, it is not. I think they're going to make Alexa Bliss look a little bit better, even though she is going to lose this match. Ronda Rousey is not going to be dropping the title at all. Again, Evolution next month, WWE Network, they want Ronda as champion. So, Alexa Bliss is not going to regain the belt. She's my future ex-wife, because Scarlett Bordeaux is taking that title right now over at Impact Wrestling. But, as much as I love Alexa, she's fire on the mic. She's a little bit better in the ring. But I would say Ronda Rousey will retain, but in a little bit more of an entertaining match. Puppy Plays Fortnite asked if I still play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, unfortunately, anymore. I stopped playing that a little while ago. I started getting bored on Fortnite. I understand. It looks like based on your screen name that you do play Fortnite. I just can't really get into the game that much anymore. I just got bored. I'm kind of played out on it. But I'm playing other games like PUBG right now. Play a little bit more PUBG. And right now I'm also getting into the Blackout beta for Call of Duty. So I'm really into those right now in terms of Battle Royale. But thank you for the question. Puppy Plays Fortnite. Lay a subscriber to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, Fortnite's kind of on the way out for me. And I stopped playing like a while ago. So that's how I feel. So yeah, Ronda Rousey's going to retain. Obvious. There. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match. Here's one of our Hell in a Cell matches. Randy Orton, enough said. Where could they go? I'm hearing that Jeff Hardy wants to do something big in this match. Like, I don't want to see a Swanton bomb off the cell. That's insane. Absolutely insane. They might consider doing it, but you also play PUBG. Nice, thank you, Puppy Plays. We're definitely gonna have to play PUBG. Definitely gotta play PUBG. Yeah, I'm picking Orton. I'm picking Orton here. Enough said. Jeff Hardy. Yeah, he might be done after this. I've been hearing that maybe this might be his last match. So maybe going out on top is something big, but not in a winning sense, but doing something really awesome to have the fans like ooh and ah over, I think is going to happen in this match. You can tell that his body just really isn't the same anymore. He can't really do a lot of the things he used to do, and I mean, Matt Hardy's basically broken already, and I'm not talking broken as character, but his body's broken. And I feel like Jeff Hardy is the same way. But I feel like he's going to do something big, and maybe we see something off the cell. As crazy as that sounds. So they're going to get those airbags ready under the announcer's table when Jeff Hardy probably jumps off the cell with a swanton bomb. I kind of don't want to see that, but if that's what he wants to do, I'm cool either way. If he wants to go with that shit. But Randy Orton's going to win the match. I think that's a smart thing to do at this point. Remember, he has to take out all the people we cheer for. Jeff Hardy is his first target. Obviously, AJ Styles is going to be, I think, his next one. But yeah, I'm glad they're calling it quits now. They need to put him in the Hall of Fame. That's about it for them at this point. So, I mean, that's what I would do. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. I kind of talked a little bit about this earlier. First off, I'm a big mark for Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is amazing. I can make her a future ex-wife. She's awesome. And here we are with the SmackDown Women's title. The WWE turned her heel, and obviously that didn't work with the fans because the fans continued to cheer Becky Lynch. So she came off as kind of this Stone Cold Steve Austin, female version of Stone Cold Steve Austin, is basically what came out for Becky Lynch. And I think it's amazing. I love it. The fans love it. So if she was supposed to be a heel, she's kind of a cool heel and not really a true heel, is about the way I could put it. She's my wife now. Himmelgod says TSS. There you go. You can have her. I have Scarlett Bordeaux. I'm good. So, but I love what they've done with Becky's character, making her more just fucking awesome and badass. That's what we needed from Becky Lynch for so long, and not someone who's eating food backstage or making her like a bitch or something. But now she's like the badass bitch that we want to see, and I want her to win, but I don't want her to win this weekend. I could see two things here. Number one would be Charlotte just flat out retains. That's my pick right now, is that Charlotte Flair is going to retain. But Charlotte Flair will probably do it in a way of like the Nature Boy Ric Flair kind of thing, and do it with something cheap, dirtiest player in the game kind of way, that would have her win, and then Becky would just snap again and just really take it to Charlotte. I could see that happening. The other one would be a disqualification where Becky wins by disqualification, and helps us lead into maybe not just Australia, but also for Evolution. So that's the situation where I'm looking at it as. So I think that I'm picking Charlotte to win this match. I think it's going to be a dirty way to win. That's what she's going to do. But I can also see Becky winning by DQ. So either way, Becky is not walking out with the belt. It would be stupid for WWE to do that. But then again, WWE has done some really stupid fucking things and have given someone a belt at a B-level pay-per-view. So hopefully they don't do that this weekend. Keep the Becky Lynch hype going. And then at Evolution, Becky wins the belt because it's best for business. It makes sense. And hopefully the WWE can learn what it means to make sense. So Charlotte Flair is going to win. Charlotte Flair is walking out with the belt either way. That's the way I see it. But also they've been talking about the possibility of a double turn where Charlotte turns heel and Becky turns face. This would be interesting. So we can see that happen. This whole ideal play out. Maybe where Charlotte does win dirty, Becky comes back at her, but then Charlotte does something dastardly heelish to make her more of a heel. Because I feel like Charlotte's a little bit better as a heel than as a face. I'd rather see Charlotte as a heel and Becky Lynch as a face, or a badass Stone Cold Steve Austin like face for Becky Lynch. I feel like is better for her. And Asuka, Asuka's got to get into the mix at some point. So we need Asuka in there, going for the belt at some point very soon. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre versus The Shield. Obviously, we're talking about Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. As long as Charlotte isn't champ at Mania is all I care about, says Will 10. I agree. You lost 2 subs. Why? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Don't do it with me. But hey, that's YouTube's kind of fucked up, man, when it comes to subs. Mine go up and down constantly. Puppy Plays. It always happens that way. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes I get a big up, and then all of a sudden I get a big down. It's how it is. You're going to gain them right back, the way I see it. You don't worry, man. You'll gain them right back. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre versus Shield, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. Let's get into this. Raw Tag Team titles on the line. I feel like this is the only title that's going to change hands at this event, logically. Ziggler and McIntyre recently won them on Raw, but when you have the majority of your tag teams as heels, especially when you have the Authors of Pain, or they just want to call them AOP now, all right, with little Drake Maverick out there, and then you have the Revival, who you want these 2 teams to actually be champions, but you're using Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. I mean, yeah, Drew McIntyre needs a fucking belt, for crying out loud. Have him feud over to fucking, get the Intercontinental belt at this point. But isn't it kind of weird on this pay-per-view, by the way, that the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title is not up for grabs? Just thought I'd throw that out there. But I feel like this is the one that's going to change hands. I feel like that, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre don't really need the tag belts. Then again, I don't feel like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose need them either. But again, WWE is going with this whole Shield with all the belts. So I have a feeling that's what's going to happen here is the Shield is going to win this match. It sets up for things. I think this match will probably happen early. So it sets up things for later on when I talk about Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. Because these 4 will play a factor in that match. But I got... with Dean Ambrose just coming back, they need to put a belt on him. It makes sense. The Shield's going to win this match. Hold the belts for a little while until they drop them to a team like the Revival or the Authors of Pain. It has to happen. So they have to get him to that heel tag team. It's not like they're going to go put him back on the B team, for crying out loud. That's not going to happen. As much as I like the B team, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of into the B team. I like it. It's giving those guys something to do. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, it's giving them something to do, and it's something pretty cool that I'm kind of down with that. B team, go, go, go. I'm kind of down with that shit. And the fans like it. But it's not like they're going to have the belts anytime soon, but I'm kind of into it. So it's catchy. I will say that. I thought the B team was a start to get those guys doing something. Yeah, well, it's better than doing fucking nothing and being glorified fucking jobbers. It gave them something special and give them the belts for a little bit. And I wish they could do that with a Ty Dillinger or a Tyler Breeze. Get these guys doing something. The WWE has all this fucking talent, and they're not utilizing it. They need to. They need to utilize these younger guys. Tyler Breeze is not even fucking 30 years old. Use him. Get him to something interesting. What's up, Travis? But yeah, I want to see. I'd like to see Tyler Breeze at least get a mid-tier belt at some point. Instead, he's sitting around still doing the Fashion Police bullshit without Fandango. Stupid. He's a jobber now on fucking television. It sucks. It really fucking sucks. I mean, dude, he was awesome in NXT, and so was Ty Dillinger. They're buried on the fucking main roster. It sucks. It really does. They'll be heading to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which means absolutely nothing at WrestleMania. But anyway, Shield's going to get the belts. I feel like, as I said, this is the only belt that's going to change hands here at this event. Getting to the main event, Roman Reigns, because we know he's always the fucking main event. He has to be the main event because that's Vince's guy, jerks off to fucking Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title, Hell in a Cell match. And like any typical Hell in a Cell match, someone's going to get into the cell. They always promote this as no one can get in the cell. Yeah, come on. We're not buying that. Everyone gets into the fucking cell, okay? And especially Ziggler, McIntyre, Rollins, and Ambrose. They're going to get involved in this match. Mick Foley comes in as the referee. Originally, when Braun Strowman supposedly cashed in his money in the bank to take on Roman Reigns as in this event, I was down for saying Braun Strowman was going to beat him. I really did. I was like saying Braun Strowman is going to be the new champ. But then all of a sudden, Mick Foley is now added in as a special guest referee. And it completely 180'd everything. Roman Reigns is going to retain here. And Mick Foley is nothing more than a pawn to raise the hand of Roman Reigns. To hopefully, once again, try to get him over with the fans. What's up, Y Society? They're going to use him just like they used The Rock, Triple H, Vince McMahon, John Cena, in association with The Shield, to find some way to get fans to appreciate Roman Reigns, to cheer for Roman Reigns. It's not gonna happen. If it didn't happen with The Rock, of all people, what makes you think that Mick Foley is going to be able to get Roman Reigns over? It's not going to happen. You could raise his hand all you want. The fans will boo it. The fans will reject it. And we're not going to give a shit. I have not seen the photos of the red cell yet. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you for letting me know. I'll probably catch that later on today. But the WWE has such a hard-on for Roman Reigns. They gave him the belt. They gave him basically everything at this point. The WWE is probably saying they're going to want Roman Reigns to break the record for the longest title, for the longest title reign. Obviously, they're planning on doing that. I think even Roman Reigns is going to be the guy who's going to break Ric Flair's record for title reigns. Oh, in terms of WWE title reigns. I mean, obviously, Ric Flair has had more than 16 title reigns. But according to WWE, it's 16. And I'm pretty sure they're going to get Roman Reigns to 17. Probably not going to bother giving it to John Cena. They're going to go to Roman Reigns and say he's going to be the guy. Which is bullshit. It's absolute fucking bullshit. The fans don't want this. We don't want it. We're sick of Roman Reigns. Hell, I'm at the point where I'm getting sick of the Shield. I really am. I mean, I was cool with it in the beginning, but now it's like, whatever. It's like now the Shield's just there to protect him. I think Braun Strowman makes a perfect point. To me, I don't even think of Braun Strowman as a heel. Braun Strowman, to me, is a cool heel. The fans love Braun Strowman. We love him. All right? We're still get these hands. Right? He's teaming up with Alexa Bliss in a mixed match challenge. We know how that's going to go. So, to us, Braun Strowman is a cool heel. He's not a real heel. No matter what he does. Especially when it comes to Roman Reigns. Get these hams. That would be Ryback right there. Get these hams. But, yeah, I wanted Braun Strowman to take the belt. But obviously now, in the second year in a row, it's going to be a failed cash-in. Or is it a cash-in? Let's think about this for a second. And I said this on my prediction for Two Marks Crew last night. And they read it out. Go back to Raw when Braun Strowman handed the Money in the Bank briefcase to Baron Corbin. Did anybody see the look on Baron Corbin's face once he had the Money in the Bank briefcase in his hands? Did anybody think about this for a second? You said it to my Twitter? Thank you, Y. I'm going to check it out. I will definitely check it out. Thank you for letting me know that. But the look on Baron Corbin's face, which, by the way, WWE kind of edited that part out a little bit in the video. But if you've seen the look on his face, that evil smile on his face, and that smirk he had once he had the briefcase in his hands, does somebody not think that maybe that this is a setup? That maybe Baron Corbin just figured, hey, I'm going to go ahead and give you a WWE Championship match while you hand me the briefcase. And I said this, and people thought I was smoking crack, but think about this. And a lot of people are catching on to this theory of what could happen here. Roman Reigns, number one, is going to win the match. All right, and Roman Reigns is going to be like battered down, beaten. He's going to be like, just looking like shit, like barely able to stand. The Shield obviously going to be out there. They're going to get in the ring and celebrate with him. They're going to be getting their shit kicked in by Ziggler and McIntyre at good points during this match. But Braun Strowman said to Baron Corbin, make sure you have this with you at Hell in a Cell. Think about this. Now, technically, Braun Strowman was still a face at that point, right? When he handed him the briefcase before he turned heel that night, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But this is why I still think of him as a cool heel and not a real heel. But Roman Reigns battered, beaten, and everything in this match. Corbin then cashes in the Money in the Bank. Now, everyone's going to say, wait a minute, if the bell rang, it's considered cashed in. Really? When has the WWE ever really made sense? What if we get a beatdown of the Shield because they're going to celebrate with all the belts, right? What if we get that beatdown by Ziggler, McIntyre, and Strowman come in, put a beatdown on the Shield. Mick Foley, of course, is going to be out of the way. He might get a little bit of that beatdown. But you get that beatdown. The heels, some of the heels in the locker room come out from the back and continue that beatdown of the Shield. And then here comes Baron Corbin with the Money in the Bank. Cash it in. End of days. And Baron Corbin, the Constable, Baron Corbin, wins the Universal Championship, making up for last year's failure of a cash-in. Did people not see this? I know Everett on Two Marks Crew thinks I was smoking crack because he says, wait, it's cashed in. Gina probably felt the same way. Wait, it's cashed in. Are you sure? Are you really sure about that? I don't think so. When I saw that look on Baron Corbin, that says to me that he just found a way for Braun Strowman to hand him the briefcase. That's what I saw. Braun Strowman should have just held it until Hell in a Cell and say, now here I am, I'm cashing in. That's what they should have done, which would be the logical thing, but they went the other way instead. Now I'm trying to go back to Rob Van Dam at One Night Stand, and I don't know if anyone can tell me this. Did Rob Van Dam still have the briefcase with him, or did he hand it in beforehand, which would kind of kill this whole theory? But WWE is not known for making sense. This is something they could pull, some sort of authority-like angle, where now the supposed authority, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and now they got Baron Corbin on their board with them, and then they would have the title again. This would kind of make sense. But not like there are rules or held up, but the case is only supposed to change hands in a match stipulation. Yeah, I agree. But somehow I think the WWE, they're going to pull something here. And it seems, and this is why I feel like there's myself, and a lot of people are saying this, that Baron Corbin's going to cash in the Money in the Bank. I just see it happening. I really do. As much people might think I'm smoking crack on this, I think that's where I am with it. So I think that we're going to see Baron Corbin cash in Money in the Bank and become champion. Roman Reigns, though, will win the match. Because Corbin gives the title match to Strowman. That's what I'm saying. While he keeps the money bank for itself. That's what he's going to do. I honestly see that. If you've seen the look on his face, if you watched Raw, unless you were sleeping, because Raw's been very bad for the past few weeks. But when you saw that, and I saw it plain as day, something's up there. And I'm telling you, I smell it. I smell a cash in. Yeah, it sucks, but they got to do something. Obviously, because I don't know if they want to take the belt off Reigns, but since they worked so hard to get it on him, but I kind of like this kind of storyline, and a lot of fans are buying into this theory that this could be the case. So tomorrow, keep an eye on this. Oh, God. Hey, Alpha, get rid of Young Republican for me, please. Get rid of that piece of shit. He wants fucking recognition in here tonight, so go ahead and get rid of him. So if you're still in there, Alpha, go ahead and get rid of Young Republican. Nobody wants him here. So, thank you. That's why I have mods in here, baby. Knowing him, he'll put a dislike on the fucking video. I don't care. I don't care. go ahead. You can put a dislike. To me, a dislike is a like. So go ahead. Don't care. Don't give a shit about Young Republican. We're going to get into that bullshit in a minute. But yeah, keep an eye on Baron Corbin this weekend. I smell a snake in the grass, and I think that's going to happen. So there you go. Hell in a Cell. Anybody really interested? I'll be honest. I would think it's a good ending if Baron Corbin comes in and cashes in and wins the title. I'll laugh when I see that happen, and I'll sit there at 2 Marks Crew. I'll sit there going, "I told you so. I told you. Something's up." So no, Vince isn't creative either. I know. Vince hasn't been that creative lately. Look at all the storylines, and he has final say. I'm sitting here trying to take a swig, and I haven't done it. Why I will check it out. Why Society, thank you for letting me know it's there. And I definitely will check it out. If Corbin does do it, he will be cheered. Yeah, because anybody that goes against Roman is going to be cheered by association. Anyone that goes against Roman is going to get cheered. That's why, I mean, when you really think about it, hey, what's up, Puppy Plays is back? Yeah. Anyone who goes against Roman is going to get cheered. And with Roman hanging out with Rollins and Ambrose, he's cheered by association. Anytime he's not with them, he's going to get booed out the building. And we're going to see that again. So, yeah, the Universal title could change hands. But as I said, Roman Reigns will win the match. But watch Baron Corbin. I still think there's something interesting there in that mix. So there you go. Hell in a Cell predictions for the weekend. Remember, guys, if you guys have any questions here in the chat, go ahead and bring them up. Anything you guys want to ask, I'll do that. I want to address a little drama. I want to get this out of the way. And I watched Monetize This last night. I was there at times. I wasn't there all the time. I caught the show a little late. I've been very busy with work. Tonight I probably won't be as busy, but I might have some stuff to do, so catch Insomniac and probably catch Corrupted tonight. And a little bit derailed, so I'll be moving around. What's up, Ken? Ken's in the chat. What's happening? Foul mouth Ken. Send some love to him. Insomniac tonight, 9 o'clock. Make sure you guys are tuning in. I will be there at some point during the show. So fun to boot Tommy for the past couple shows, because Tommy always said that he was safe on there. And I just went and proved, no, you ain't. So I had to do it. It was fun. Awesome, man. Foulmouth Ken in the house, man. Appreciate it. I want to address some drama here. And Monetize This last night. I remember Joe saying something about my nickel Ken. Sarah Smollenhouse. Joe said something about two people in particular. One who just pretty much got booted in here tonight, being Young Republican. So yeah, he ain't safe anywhere. I'm telling you. He's booted for 2 weeks. No Tommy for 2 weeks. You're welcome. So, but the whole Young Republican, Scott McKinnon bullshit, I'm going to just address this for the final time and get this out of here. Young Republican tonight, freaking, I can't even believe I'm mentioning his fucking name, but sitting here in the chat saying, donate $500 and I'll leave forever on Ken's show tonight. He is stupid. He ain't going to fucking leave forever. We all know that. And no, I'm not going to do that. Stupid stuff. Trying to push the whole thing about how much I donate to shows is ridiculous. We all know it. And I'm so sick of fucking Young Republican. At some point, even in the chat in last week's show on Insomniac, I went after Young Republican. I did. Because I'm really getting sick of him. And I had to say my piece in that chat, and he wanted to come after me. And I'll say this, I don't care if he's still listening right now. Name the time and place, and I will show up and beat the fucking shit out of you. I will beat your scrawny ass. All right? Your crack meth head ass. I don't care. I'm sick of your ass. I really can't stand it. Yeah, I feel like Young and Scott are best friends. They act like they hate each other, but they're best friends. We know. It's obvious. He wants to talk about how much I donate to Joe, how much I donate to Ken, how much I donate to Billy Ricky, and try to cause a rift. There's no rift. What I do is my business. He doesn't stop busting my balls. I know he does. I agree, Ken. It's my business. It's none of his business about what I donate. It's at all. What I do to support shows like Foul Mouths, like Joe Cronin Show, Billy Ricky, Coop the Comedian, whoever it is, anyone. He pulled some bullshit while I was at work impersonating Justin Bailey. He went after me impersonating Justin Bailey on Twitter. And I got really pissed. And I love this. You go, oh yeah, hell yeah, man. He impersonated Justin Bailey, went after me. I thought it was Justin Bailey. And I went off. And I sat there saying things, saying, now you see why I don't support you no more and all this bullshit. Only to realize that it wasn't Justin Bailey. That, in fact, it was Young Republican. So, Young, fuck you. I did apologize to Justin Bailey because I thought it was him. And then he said to me, oh, maybe you should do some more research or whatever. And then all of a sudden, as he kept reading, he says, wait a minute, never mind. I realize you're busy at work. You couldn't tell. Yeah, I was very pissed off. And then I went after him during Insomniac in the chat. And he's acting like he's going to go do something to me. I said, Young, name the time and place. I'll be there. I will come to Texas if I have to and come whoop your scrawny meth head ass. Bottom line. It wouldn't even be much of a challenge. I said I'd beat up Tommy in less than 90 seconds. I'd probably take you out in less than 30. That's how I feel. But Young Republican's a piece of shit, as far as I'm concerned. And Scott McKinnon, he's fucking worse. Now, you guys know how I feel about Scott McKinnon. All right? This is a guy who, in a DM, not to me, but to someone else, but that person sent it to me, called me, accused me of being a sex offender. Seriously, Scott McKinnon accused me of being a sex offender. And I know that there are people who are out there who want to forgive Scott and want to be friends with him. And it's like this on again, off again, on again, off again type of relationship with Scott. And as far as I'm concerned, whether Joe or Ken or anyone wants to have him on, that's fine. I don't care. But I think he said something yesterday that Scott said he's going to be on the 100th episode of Foul Mouths Live. And I'm the type of person where he's trying to be friends with everyone again, but I can guarantee he will not be friends with me. Joe's sitting there saying that trying to bring up the whole double standard. There is no double standard. Let's not bring up this stuff and cause rifts and shit like that. I can't stand Scott. I can't stand Young Republican. And no offense to Ken or Joe if you have them on. But if they're on, I'm not listening. I pretty much turn the show off. Because I don't want to hear them. I'll come back to the show later when they're not there and then just enjoy the fun again. But I would rather pause them out, not listen to them. And I agree. Joe just whines, Brian, double standard my ass. I'm tired of double standards. I'm tired of all the bullshit. You guys saw the last 2 months of what I went through with certain people. I just don't want to go down that road ever again. I agree with you, Ken. I don't want to go through that, and I don't think you should. But with guys like this, these two toxic people who last night, if anybody watched on Monetize This, he was going to hang up on Scott McKinnon. Skype was getting all messed up and he wanted to hang up on him. And Scott's like, no. You can't hang up on me. You don't hang up on me. I donated $100 to tell Joe, I will give you these 100 points to hang up on Scott McKinnon. Should have did it. But hey, ratings. I get it. But I'm sick of Scott. He's a piece of shit in my opinion. And once you're in that piece of shit opinion, you stay there. There's no double standard with me. I don't have a double standard. When you're on my shit list, you stay there. You don't get to come back. Ever. There's no forgiveness. I don't forget. and it will stay that way forever. Whether someone's friends with them or not, it doesn't matter. What people choose to do is that's their business. So look at my show last week. Somebody had taken it down. Exactly. Young Republican, I think he was the one that did it, that took down Ken's show last week, which was fucked up, in my opinion. That's wrong. Why? Because he can't get on the air? Because nobody wants him there? Because Chris hung up on him? So what? What Young Republican needs to do is stop being a little bitch and just deal with it. You don't need to be on every fucking show. You don't need to call Ken 50 million times just to get on the air so you can sit there going, can. I'll admit that's actually kind of funny. It is actually kind of funny. But it is getting annoying as fuck when he's on all the time. It's like Tommy being on every single show. I love you, Tommy, but you don't need to be on every fucking show. All right? That's why I booted Tommy. Not only because I did it for shits and giggles, but you don't need to be on every fucking show. Just the way I see it. I love how the JCS Army last night booted Tommy. And I didn't have to do a damn thing. So shout out to everyone at JCS Army, Foulmouth Nation, who got rid of Tommy last night on their own without having me to do it. Awesome. I love you guys. That's amazing. So thank you. Tommy's nothing more than a male attention whore. Well, you know what? Young Republican and Scott McKinnon are attention whores too. They are. They're attention whores that want the focus on them. When they decide to go do their trolling shit, they want recognition. They'll do anything for attention. They'll do anything to put a spotlight on them. It's like Tommy. Tommy will do anything to put a spotlight on him. I love you, man. But honestly, bro, stop. Do your own shit, Tommy. It's not like I'm on every single show. I'm not. I don't want to be on every show. I like to show up once in a while and say, hey, what's up? You know, whatever. I like being on. Am I making plans to try and go up to New York in October? Yes, I am. And it might happen. It might happen. I got to feel I'll find a way to get a ticket for Evolution, but it might happen that I might show up. There's a very good chance of this. I found out when my contract at the job ends, and it will end before Evolution. So there's a chance I might be showing up in New York. I'd love to hang out with Ken and go get drinks with Ken. That'll be a blast. Hopefully Joe Cronin shows up and we can all get fucking hammered. It'd be a great time. But I am thinking about it. It is in the plans. I know, Ken, you're in the chat. It is in the plans right now to probably, more than likely, I'm going to say it's a good 60 to 70% chance I will be there. So just kind of throw it out there with some stuff that's going on. Scarlett is way more beautiful than Alexa, says Sarah Small. I agree. Scarlett Bordeaux, the smoke show. Make sure you guys check her out, dude. She's smoking hot. Oh, that's my future ex-wife now. Oh, man. Imagine me married to Scarlett Bordeaux. Damn. I'd be the luckiest man on fucking earth. Hell, if I was probably married to anyone, period, I'd be the happiest man on earth. Come on, I just would. Oh, my God. I love it, Ken, when every time I donated and you freaked out, you're like, oh, my God. So I thought that was awesome. I loved how you kept Tommy on the air long enough for the donation to play last time, so he didn't leave. So, you could get me a ticket, dude. That would be awesome. I'll get in touch with you guys so I can make sure I'm able to attend. It just depends on how this second outage goes. That I'll be able to go to Evolution because I really do want to go. If not, I will refund for the ticket. It's not a big deal. I would have to get a plane flight and everything. That's not going to be a problem either. But I can work all that stuff out. First class to New York. Oh my God. We're going to have so much fun. Then WrestleMania at the Meadowlands. I will be there. Hell yeah, man. Get the parking lot ready. We're going to fucking party. Himmelgod in the lot. Drinking like a motherfucker. I'm telling you, it's going to be a blast. I'm telling you. I'm so down for this. I want to hang out with everybody in Foulmouth Nation. I want to hang out with everyone in the JCS Army. Not just in the chat, but some way in real life we could all fucking hang out and people get to see me for real. So that would be awesome. So hopefully we can all do that at some point. I've already met a couple people in the community. Oh my God, I just fucking said community. Oh! I don't want to say that fucking word. I don't want to say that fucking word. But Alpha says I'm kind of hesitant. I'm up there for a second. I'm like, Mason, I can't answer the phone right now. I'm on a fucking stream. So, yeah, my phone rang just there for a second. But we're back. We're back. We're good. We're good. But, yeah, I do want to attend. I want to be there in New York. I want to hang out with everyone. I've met JP Baker and Heather in real life, so I got the chance to hang out with them. They're awesome. And I was very happy to get the opportunity to go with them. We went to the Brewers game. I let them have the belt for a little while when I had the belt, so it was great. Drew the Gatekeeper is still complaining about not having the belt. Get over it. I'm telling you, it's great. I want to play this fucking Spider-Man game. Look at this. I got my Spider-Man PS4 here, and I want to fucking play. So bad. I want to play fucking Spider-Man. Yeah, JP and Heather are awesome. Hopefully I get the chance to hang out with them again. God, I would love to do it during a Packers game because that would be even better. Speaking of the Packers, I know TJ, I know you brought up the Packers. We're going to get into that real quick. As I said, today we talked about Hell in a Cell. A little drama, fuck you, Young Republican, and fuck you, Scott McKinnon. You can take that to the fucking bank. All right. And Packers this year. I'm really excited tomorrow. Packers in Minnesota. We don't know about Aaron Rodgers yet, but how awesome was Aaron Rodgers last week in Lambeau, coming back after halftime and leading the Packers back in a victory over the Bears. And the Bears still suck. But, no, I think the Bears are a little bit more improved this year, and especially defensively. They were a top 10 defense last year. So, with Khalil Mack, they're going to be even better. I forget who they're playing this week. It's on Monday Night Football. They're playing on Monday Night Football. I wouldn't be too surprised they win. Brian, who's more likely to win to monetize this championship, Drew or Tommy? You're really asking that question? Wow, because I pretty much almost determine who wins the belt. Tommy? I probably put it on Tommy before I would put it on Drew. Honestly. But just so I could rub some egg in his face, I would probably put it on Tommy before I put it on Drew. But yeah, that would probably happen. More than likely, I'd probably put it on Ken about 5 more times before I'd probably let either one of them have it. So, and Sports somehow says Will Ted. All right. But Packers are going to be good this year. Listen, if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, the Packers are not going to be very good. I mean, Deshaun Kaiser came in, showed a little brilliance for a bit, but then we saw the Brett Hundley side of him. Even though I still think of him as an upgrade over Hundley, it's just I don't want to see it Deshaun Kaiser for the whole year. We suffered with no Aaron Rodgers all last year. Himmelgod, you deserve the belt again. Hopefully it happens. No guarantees. I went through a lot of shit having that belt, and even went through a lot of shit shipping the belt. And people thought I was holding it hostage when I could probably buy like 50 of them and start handing them out to everybody. Say, you're a champion, you're a champion. Everybody's a fucking champion. Could have bought like 50 or 100 of those belts. Yet I held it hostage, right? But I'm glad to see the belts back on Monetize This. We saw it on Kara last night, so that was cool. No psychos, please. No psychos. But no drama in the chat. But Packers are going to be good this year. And the way Aaron Rodgers played, I know it's a sprain right now, and it can't get any worse for him. So tomorrow against Minnesota, I hope we get to see him play tomorrow, because that would be the best. Now, on the other side, I'd rather see Aaron Rodgers rest. It's just Minnesota. Even if they lose to them, I'm not going to make a big deal on it, because I'd rather have a healthy Aaron Rodgers for the rest of the season than to have him all banged up. So, it'd be a mess. What do you think about the Dr. Disrespect? Oh, yeah, I heard about that too. We'll talk about that in a second here too. So I'm still picking the Packers to go 12-4, 11-5, 12-4 this year. I'm still down with that, winning the NFC North. Sorry, Gina. Ain't going to be the Vikings. So I think Rodgers is going to be fine. I did get that scare last week, but I think Rodgers is going to be okay. They're going to have a good season, so I wouldn't worry. I think they're going to be fine. Defensively, it's still a little sketchy. I think the move that Clay Matthews made towards the end of the Bears game, that on a 4th down, should have just got out of the way and they would have got out of that game already. But instead took, they ended up having to rough in the passer penalty because of Clay Matthews. Clay, chill a bit, bro. All right? Chill a bit. We know you still want to be badass, but come on. Calm the fuck down. We could have got out of the game. We almost could have lost that game because of that hit. So hopefully we won't see that ever again. Learn the lesson. Don't fuck around with that shit. Don't get a rough in the passer on fucking fourth down. Just get out of the damn way. Just fall to the side and say, okay, let me fall to the side and get out of the way of Trubisky. That would have made more sense, and we could have got out of that situation without them still driving and had to deal with the heart attack moment. So it's going to be a tough game for the Packers this week, but I look at the rest of the season. They do have a tough schedule, but I still see them as an 11-5, 12-4 football team with Aaron Rodgers healthy. That's the key. They'll be back in the playoffs. Without him, it's going to be rough. That's the way I see it. I did get a question about the Dr. Disrespect shooting. I think that was Will. I think you brought it up. It's kind of fucked up. We have TwitchCon coming up, I think, in the next month or something like that. And a lot of streamers have said they're not going to go, especially with the situations that we saw in Jacksonville, the Dr. Disrespect shooting, which was fucked up, in my opinion. I mean, who goes and shoots up Dr. Disrespect's house? Why? For what? It's not like I really watch a lot of these big-time streamers, like a Dr. Disrespect or a Keemstar, all these other guys. I'm more focused on me and the channels that I support, like Foul Mouths and Joe Cronin and everybody. There are a couple of big streamers I do watch. One of them right off the bat is Maximilian. I watched him because he's really good at freaking fighting games, and I love watching his streams. So Maximilian's a guy I do like. I don't really do much of the support on Twitch, but I like what he does, and I'm a fan of Maximilian, so I watch him. So if you see a game that's kind of obscure and it's got a shit ton of views, chances are Max is probably streaming it and it's got all the views. So it happens. But he's been doing a lot of Blade Strangers lately. I saw him do some gameplay, I think, with Shovel Knight and Isaac from Binding of Isaac. And you might see some of that stuff with me with Blade Strangers. I have the game and I want to stream it. And also do some story mode and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that with the game. When I have time, of course. We don't have that now. I don't have that luxury now. Today we're getting lucky because the people in the hotel were so fucking loud right now they woke me up. But anyway, kind of getting to it. Disrespect shooting, that was fucked up. It's terrible. We've had people getting swatted to shootings and all this other bullshit. People need to calm the fuck down. Honestly, I already talked about. In my last episode, the Himmelgod has spoken about the Jacksonville shooting, and that guy sliced bread. Forget his name now. I don't care what his name is because he's a piece of shit for what he did. It's fucked up. And we need gun laws and all this other bullshit. The disrespect shooting now, obviously now, kind of brings that gun law thing back into question. I'm not saying ban guns. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we need some tougher gun laws in place to help prevent some of this shit. The troll magnet has arrived. Super Laser. What's up, Super Laser? Holy shit, man. I know, Super Laser, you had a tough time yesterday. I heard about some of that stuff. I'll monetize this that you brought up. And that sucks, dude. You're having some issues right now with trolls and whatnot. But hell, Young Republican was here. But hey, let's face it. Some people might say you didn't really make it on YouTube till you have a troll or two. I've got them, so technically I made it. For a channel that only has over 200 subs. I'm not trying to be an internet superstar. I'm not trying to be a guy with 100,000 subs, although it would be cool. But I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm just here just to have fun. And do shit with you guys and just have a good time. I don't care if my videos get like 5 views or 1 view or whatever. I'm just happy that you guys come and hang out. So I appreciate everybody coming in here. I know I eventually got to start getting ready for work, which I got about an hour before I have to leave. But I'll take a few more questions for everybody in the chat if any of you guys want to ask anything before we get going here. But I will say, make sure you guys are following me on Twitter at @highoctane_buzz. Make sure you guys are checking out Twitch It's twitch.tv/the_Himmelgod. Just go to twitch.tv, type in the_Himmelgod. It'll take you to my channel. What's up, Moonlight? With a picture of Donald Trump. I hope that's not Young Republican. Don't ban him, but Alpha, don't ban him. But I'm pretty sure maybe it's a legit person. So what's up, Moonlight? Donald Trump Moonlight, whatever it is. Shout out to you. Puppy Plays Fortnite, thank you, by the way, for subbing. I greatly appreciate that. Everyone who's been subbing to the channel here on YouTube, thank you. For those of you guys who have been following me on Twitch, thank you very much. We're going to have content coming up very soon. I'd like to try and do stuff in October, especially with this next outage. It will be not a 7-day-a-week outage. It's going to be a 6-day-a-week outage. So I'm going to have a day off. That means the Himmelgod Has Spoken will return. That also means live gameplay is going to return on Twitch, as long as internet works out. I might be in the same hotel I was when I was in Wisconsin the last time. However, are you a lady? No. What the hell are you, man? I'm a ladies' man, not a lady boy. Come on, man. God. It's a Trump. It's a Trump, everybody. We got a Trump in the chat. Ugh. Your birthday's in 18 days. Sarah Small will be 35. Awesome. Happy birthday, Sarah Small, when your birthday comes up. Appreciate that. It's going to be a rough week for me this week. It's going to be anniversary also of the passing of my father. It's going to be a rough week this week. So if you don't hear from me much, let's say around September 17th, you will know why. That's just a rough day for me. So that's coming up. I miss my dad. So he passed away back in 2004, and we're coming up on that anniversary. So I might have a rough day or two coming up this week. So understand if I don't say much on Twitter, that would probably be the reason why. But that's coming up in the next couple of days, just thinking about that. It just makes me think of that Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. That's kind of how I feel, because this is always that rough month. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Super Laser. Man. Let's see. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go get a job rather than... Hey, Alpha. Boot Moonlight. We can get rid of Moonlight. Moonlight's a troll. So it sounds like we got a troll there. Might be Young Republican again. So make that happen. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, it is a rough month, and a rough couple of days are coming. It's enough to put a tear in my eye, because I really do miss him. A lot of times my work kind of takes me away from that a bit, but then there are times where it's like, man, losing my dad, that was huge. It really hurt a lot for me. So I do have some vulnerabilities in my life, and that's one of them, missing a member of my family. So that hurts. Thank you, TSS, thank you. But that's coming up in the next couple of days. So if you don't hear much from me in the next couple of days, that would be why. And it's weird, because I think, on the 17th of September when he passed away, a year later on the 18th, my nephew was born. So it's really weird like that. It's like when one thing ends, another begins. And that's why I'm kind of a little attached to my nephew. I love my nephew. He's great. Who, by the way, called me just a few minutes ago, which interrupted our stream a little bit. It was him. I'm going to try and catch up with him in a little bit. His birthday's coming up. I want to be there for his birthday, so hopefully we can do that. Brian, how much would you donate to get Joe back if he was voted off the show like Tommy? What do you mean, Will? That's weird. To get Joe back. What do you mean by getting Joe back? What would he get voted off for? Honestly. Tommy's the only one that gets voted off, bro. I mean, Tommy's the only one that gets that. Have Leah run it. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be something Joe and I would have to talk about to kind of put that together, because that would be funny. Really? Hey, Alpha. You know what to do. Get rid of Moonlight. Get rid of Moonlight. Then if he comes back... Then he comes back if his donations get him back. Well, yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, you know how much it would probably cost to do that? Thank you, Alpha. Appreciate it, man. Alpha, one of the mods in the chat today. We don't have Elias today, so Alpha's been really busy. So thank you, Alpha. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for getting rid of him. Yeah, we got him out of there. He's gone. Shannon's here. Mrs. Foulmouth Ken, what's up? As we're getting towards the end of the stream here today. But your questions welcome here. Whatever you guys want to ask. And he's back in the chat again. That's got to be Young Republican. That's that Young Republic cunt. That's what it is. It's Young Republic cunt, everybody. Moonlight is Young Republic cunt. Name the time and place, Young. We'll do it. I'll fucking whip your ass and end you. Okay? That's what I'll do. I'll fucking end you. You piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit, Young Republican. He's back. Yep, there you go. Thank you. Ugh, now he's still fucking chatting. We're getting ready to end the stream anyway in a couple of minutes, guys. Alpha, don't even bother anymore. He's not even worth the time. He could sit there and just troll all he wants to just get ignored. He just wants recognition. He wants recognition for being a piece of shit. So, fuck him. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys are hitting the follow button for all my channels. Greatly appreciate it. Do it here over on YouTube. We're going to get ready to end things here in a couple minutes. I know Shannon comes in at the end. No, not at the end again. But it happens. But I got to get ready to go to work tonight and get busy here at the nuke plant. So I got to get shit done. Pretty much might be a night of me sitting around a lot tonight because a lot of the work is completed. So we're kind of having a little fun at work tonight. So that's what we're going to do. If you got any last minute questions, by the way, Hurricanes win today. FSU got their ass whooped. Fuck FSU. But Hurricanes getting a big win over Toledo today. I know it's Toledo, but Toledo's a little bit tougher than a lot of people might think. So thank you, Ronnie Lee. Thank you to Ken. Thank you, Alpha Excalibur, being an awesome mod today. Fuck you, Young Republic cunt. Elias, holy shit. It's Elias, everybody. He shows up at the end. Elias is in the chat. What's up? Young, what do you say? Is he here? Yeah, the cunt is here. You can go ahead and get rid of him. It's Moonlight. That's who it is. Moonlight is Young Republic cunt. So, there he is. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you to everyone who came in here and hung out today. Hit the like button while you're here. I'm pretty sure Young Republicans creating like 60 accounts to probably fucking dislike the video. I don't care because, to be honest with you, a dislike is the same thing as a like. It's the same thing. So Young Republic cunt, thanks for the views, asshole. Greatly appreciate it. But I will be there tonight. I will be around hanging out on Billy Ricky's channel. Make sure you guys are checking out Billy Ricky for the Insomniac warm-up show tonight. Make sure you guys are checking out Insomniac on Ken's channel tonight. I'm pretty sure is it going to be Foulmouth Nation or Foulmouth Network? I think it's Foulmouth Nation, I think. I don't know. It's one of the two. Make sure you guys are checking out Ken for Insomniac tonight with Chris. I know I'm not even calling him Cunty Chris. Cunty Chris! No, Cunty Chris, and of course, the Filthy Mouth Gamer. You cunt. But they'll be in the house tonight. Maybe I might make an appearance while I'm there if things aren't too busy from work. Corrupted Podcast tonight. Make sure check out Joe Cronin's Patreon. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Check out Corrupted Podcast tonight. I will be making an appearance at some point tonight there in the chat. If you're not on Patreon, check out Derailed. Derailed's going to be tonight on Gatekeeper Drew's channel, Derailed Gatekeeper. He's going to have the gang hanging out, talking about what makes you happy tonight on the show. So make sure you guys check that out. I will probably be in the chat at some point during that show as well. I like to make an appearance here and there. I doubt I'm going to be much of a donation force tonight. I'm going to be a little too busy to be able to do that. So Moonlight is Young Republic cunt, Elias. We know who it is. But, yeah, don't worry about him. It's not even worth the time anymore as we end the stream here today. But, yeah, I'll make an appearance, but don't expect much in terms of donations tonight. I'm going to keep quiet on that. Just enjoy the show. There's nothing really for me to do because Tommy's gone for the next 2 weeks. And then on Derail, I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. But thank you guys for being here for this Q&A. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let me vent a little bit on the drama shit. Thank you guys for. Oh, you're welcome, Ken. You're welcome on that. You deserve it, bro. That's why I support your show. That's why I support your channel. That's why I support you on Patreon, just like I do with Joe and Billy Ricky and Coop the Comedian, who I also support. Shout out to them as well. And shout out to Joe Cronin, obviously. But thank you guys for allowing me to vent a little bit. Thank you guys for allowing me to clear the air on a couple of things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the predictions for Hell in a Cell tomorrow. Talked Packers today. I want to play fucking Spider-Man, for crying out loud. I mean, it's fucking sitting right here and I want to play. And hopefully I'll be able to, at some point, be able to play Spider-Man after this outage is over, and I'll get some streams up for that. And I might bring out some older games as well. We hear there's a Capcom beat-em-ups coming up, and I want to play that. And the old Final Fight and everything, that'll be pretty cool. And might bring out some Left 4 Dead. If you guys remember Left 4 Dead on the Xbox 360, I might bust that out for a little bit too. So I'll have all sorts of stuff that we're going to sit around and play. Obviously, South Park. We're going to wrap up the Fractured But Whole. We still got that going. And the DLC. So we got a lot of stuff coming, especially South Park and whatnot. So thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button on the way out. Greatly appreciate all the love, the support, everything you guys have shown. I have played Blackout. I have played the Blackout beta. I played on PS4, and I've also played on Xbox One. I like it. It's really cool. I'm enjoying it. Is it something I'm going to play all the time? No. Am I going to stream it? Yes. I probably will stream more in terms of zombies than I will anything else in Black Ops 4. And I have a lot of COD points to go ahead and open stuff up. Both my PlayStation 4 and Xbox are going to have the game. So I'll be able to play the game with either of you on either console. I have 8,000 COD points on both of them to open up some goodies. And I think I have a little bit extra on Xbox. I think it's like over 10,000. And I'm going to open up a lot of shit. So make sure you guys check that out when the game launches next month in October. I'm going to try and get on the beta for the rest of this weekend. I'd like to, if I do get the chance, I will. Work is kind of eating up my schedule, but hopefully I will. If not, we'll do it on release. Do it on release, and we'll definitely play squads. And on my live streams, they will be squads, so that we're not going to have much of solo. We'll have squads and duo, and we'll go fight zombies and all sorts of shit. I know Bobbit's going to have the game, so we'll have Bobbit in there. WWE 2K19, I'm going to have that game as well. We're going to have a Himmelgod Wrestling Federation, and we're creating characters for the game. That means you guys are going to be the characters in the game. So make sure we're going to start getting the height, the weight, whatever, how you want to present your character in the game. Because I can tell you the first episode that I do for WWE 2K19 will be a tournament for the Monetize This Championship. So make sure you guys check that out. All the former champions will be competing for the Monetize This Championship on WWE 2K19. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have Joe in there. We'll have Ken, myself, Bobbit, Troy, Fami. We will have a Fami character. So you are going to be in it, Ken. You are in the game. Elias is going to be in the game. Renegade Joe Compton's going to be in the game. We'll have JP Baker in there. We're going to have everybody. Heather's going to be in it. Sarah, if you want to be in it, you're going to be in it. Ronnie Lee will be in it. We'll have a women's division. We're going to have all sorts of shit. We're going to get fucking creative as hell. So it's going to have a lot of fun. And the best part about this wrestling federation, there will be no Roman Reigns. So Ken says, I'm 41, fat and bald, put me in. Ken will be in it. Hell, we'll even put Shannon in there too. So we got to do that. Will 10, you'll be in the game. Everybody's going to get created. So when I have the game, I know it's out in October. I won't be able to get my hands on it till November when I get back home. My character, 41 years old, fat, bald, and horny. Oh my God. Because I think the first round matchup for that is going to be Joe versus Ken. So watch out. That's going to happen. That's going to be really cool. But we're going to have the tournament. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. And I know I got to fill 8 people. I can't use the female characters for it, so we can't have a Leah or Kara in it. Maybe somehow we fit Tom Yancey 2010 in there. Maybe we just put him in there for shits and giggles to see if he can win it there. But, dude, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I have the Ric Flair Woo edition coming to my house in October. So we'll have an unboxing for it. And then that's when I'm going to start getting the creation of the characters done. And then we'll have the first episode in November. So I'll spend a whole good week or so creating for that game. So, guys, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm looking forward to doing it. Also, Madden. We're going to have more Madden coming up. I'm a little behind on my franchise mode because usually I was going to have it where I would do the Packers-Vikings game on my channel. It's going to happen later. I wish I could have done it sooner, but work is taking over my schedule a little bit. So hopefully in the next week or so, we'll catch up on franchise mode and Madden Ultimate Team and have more live streams with Madden. So that's coming up. Oh, shit. Guys, you are hearing this at first in the chat. Ken has an announcement tonight on Insomniac. So make sure you guys tune in on Ken's channel for Insomniac tonight. Big announcement. And he just put it in my chat. Thank you, Ken. I'm looking forward to hearing the announcement tonight. I won't be able to call in tonight. I'm going to be at work. So I'm going to be watching. So I will be in the chat. So, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I got to get ready to go here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you're following on Twitter at @highoctane_buzz. Hit the like button on the way out here on YouTube. And, of course, on Twitch, _Himmelgod. More gaming streams coming soon. And I probably might have some gaming streams here on YouTube as well. So let's wrap it up. Let's have a great weekend, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Have a good one, a safe one. Tune into all the shows tonight. We're going to have a new Tommy donation tonight. Whoa, there you go, guys. We're going to have a new Tommy donation tonight on the show. You're not getting rid of footages, are you? Come on, man. We can't get rid of footages. It probably ran its course, but still, it was fun when I did it a few times. But there you go. New donation coming to Foulmouths tonight, so make sure you guys check that out. I am Brian Himmelfarb, a.k.a. the Himmelgod. Thank you guys for being here. Have a good, safe weekend. Enjoy football for the rest of today, for college football, pro football for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we'll have another episode for Ken. For NFL, I'm pretty sure that's coming up. So thank you guys. If you guys are on PlayStation or on Xbox, make sure you guys find me there. If it's on PlayStation, it's @highoctane_buzz over there. And on Xbox, it's @highoctane_buzz. So high octane with a space in between, high octane and buzz, not the word space. So don't put that in there. But go check it out. I'll put it in Twitter so you guys can go ahead and come on over and friend me for anything that you guys want to play. So thank you guys for the love, the support. We'll have more streams coming up soon. I'm going to get out of here and get ready for work. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Later.